welcome back to Divinity Dragon Commander. So, we've got a lot of stuff going on. There's elections going on that may or may not have been a terrible mistake on my part. Unsure as of yet. I should go put that Juggernaut right there in the middle, so they can't run their transports back and forth. Three Juggernauts versus one Juggernaut. This is not a contest. I'll oversee it to make sure nothing goes horribly wrong, but I don't see a problem here. Sorry guys. Got up early to make sure I had time to make videos for you.
Destruction is imminent. Apocalypse now. Time to lay them to waste.
Burn them. Burn them down.
Make them scream. Apocalypse now.
This was not a contest. Dunk. Nope. Oh no! The newspaper has misprinted! Dormant candidate and landslide. Oh, fudge. Cool, free gold mine. I like free gold
When
mines.
I said earlier I was of the opinion a criminal like Nakasin deserved a much harsher punishment than he got, I didn't quite mean we should simply chop off his head, Commander. Still, I'm not about to shed a tear for the swine, and I'm so very glad for Scarlet. She must feel validated, accepted, finally.
Commander,
Let me have it.
what madness is it that drove you to unleashing that harpy of a Scarlet? She butchered an Archduke as if he were a rabid orc! This is unacceptable, and her announcing she is gay is no justification. You know we'd support her, but we can't support extrajudicial assassinations. She's as bad as he was. I mean, not that he was... Oh, to hell with it.
Atta girl, Scarlet's done it. Killed that rotten elf and rammed a stake up his gullet. Surefire way to stop his shenanigans, that.
Yeah.
Brave of her, too, to announce she's into women so publicly. But I'll bet you she'll still have a hankering after old Henry from time to time. She could bring one of her lady friends along if that makes her feel more at ease. I really don't mind at all.
Oh, Henry.
It is over, Commander. I returned triumphantly. I rode to Narcosim's stronghold on horseback, accompanied by several dozen female knights, and there, with your seal in hand, I announced the fiend's head would roll. It was bliss. It was vindication. They dragged him before me, kicking and screaming, but I, calm and collected, told him, I am Scarlet, Dragon's general, and one of the nature you sought to eradicate. Today, I come for you. His head I left on a stake upon the battlements. His body had thrown to the dogs. Once the news broke, the execution was met with as much applause as it was with indignation. We knew it would divide. But as for myself, I am perfectly content. I am who I am for all the world to see, and thanks to your approval, can look upon friend and foe with pride, with dignity, so very long desired and so very long out of reach. You are a great man, Commander,
Good for
and
you,
you'll make for a
Scarlet.
great king. I wish for no more than to stand by your side until the day comes we have vanquished our last enemies.
What a lovely, lovely day this is, Commander. A mangy male was brought down by an unwavering woman, by our very own Scarlet.
If I could wake to such news each morn anew, I'd ask for nothing more.
So there's a lot of other things going on aside from his gender. Okay.
Quite a show our little Scarlet's staged. The little general that could, after all, isn't she? About to throw away wasted years of molten men and waste them on wine and women instead. Miraculous how things change. Thus passes the glory of the world.
What have you heard?
My light and dark. Such news I have to share. Is it not miraculous that upon the very edge of desperation I should find salvation perched, its legs dangling nonchalantly over the edge? Icarus is my liberator's name. A wizard of fearsome but revered reputation. He has traveled from beyond the endless grey to undo my plight. Moved as he was by the tales of the withering princess, who by her very nature should be impervious to death, were it not that sickness stalked her soul. He has powers that are as prodigious as they are unique. With the talent of a virtuoso, he shall, according to my instructions, brandish his brush upon bare canvas, and there beget a woman of ultimate beauty. Then, when his masterpiece is finished, he will weave nameless magic. I shall be the painted phantasmagoria come to life. You have, of course, my love, long gathered that Icarus is not moved solely by the kindness of his heart. The need for recompense doth besmirch his noble intentions. One of two things he asks of me. A night between my sheets once my transformation is complete. Or a hoard of gold the likes of which would fill his far-off palace to its very brim.
Yeah, no.
I knew you would never even contemplate the degradation he would visit upon my person. Only you will know my embrace once I dismiss these bones and become a woman of flesh and blood.
How can I be of us? Righto, my lord.
Wow. Do you have anything else to say, actually? Probably should be doing
I
this
shall
in the
have
beginning.
long golden hair, azure eyes, and ruby lips. All that I never was, I shall be.
Very interested to see how that plays out.
Commander,
No? Yes. Let the blockade commence. What's their movement? 2, okay. So they'll be ready to fight here in a moment. There we go. Gotta save some gold, because apparently I have some major expenditures coming up. You know, they say happy wife, happy life. Yeah. I did not eat your hamster. Lost 20 gold, but worth it.
I've been meaning to thank you, Commander, for acting upon Catherine's request. My new wedges please me in more ways than one.
Well, you're
She has
way
a knack
behind
for
in
such
that.
issues, and though she's rather bellicose in expressing them, I hope you'll heed them all the same.
By the seven, such heresy that hellcat of a Catherine spouts. Championing the right of our women to vote is sacrilege, pure and simple. They'd beat her and put her behind bars where I come from.
This is not okay.
There's no more expensive a commodity than a woman, Commander. And now you've increased their salaries as well. My stomach turns when I eye the royal coffers empty at such a rate.
It doesn't do us any good just to sit there, buddy. You gotta use it.
Catherine be damned. Give her a finger, and she'll take the whole hand. Well, I got a finger to give her. God's darn it.
Lol.
Yes, Commander?
Yeah.
Just a little while ago, Commander, you broke a lance for women aboard this ship. And now I need you to break another of a far more serious, shocking, and I fear resilient kind. I'm talking of an injustice that could only have gone by unhindered in a land under the greasy thumb of a man as oblivious to the plight of his mothers, sisters, and lovers as the worm is to the vast world around it.
Lady, you are just as intolerant of men.
It is my fondest hope that you shall prove to be a worm, not a worm, by uprooting one of the many, but perhaps most glaring crimes against womankind that is institutionalized among the undead. A blight upon Rivellon. That is their ill-called civilization, led by old farts, dry of bone and dry of spirit, that say females must be subservient because the divines decree it so. Rot! They put whatever words will secure their pathetic hold to despotic hegemony in the Seven's mouths. But the vote, Commander, can change everything. Undead women can be candidates for government, but they themselves aren't allowed to vote, and therefore never get elected. You then shall either undo this gross travesty, this ignominious perversion, or by refusal admit you two are nothing but a barren weed, afraid to be plucked, ridiculed, and cast aside by willful women, just like those skeletal cowards.
I hate the way you... You're right, but the way you make your point is all wrong. You don't threaten the Emperor. York's gonna kill me.
The least one can do for them. Better late than never, wouldn't you say, Commander?
Yeah.
Elections are in the offing. Women will rule among the undead. They should break their predecessors' shin bones so that literally as well as figuratively they'll be shown to have lost all stature.
Wow, the lizards are 100% happy with me. Undead are horribly mad. They had a pretty good balance going, and I've kind of blown it up, but it hasn't come back to bite me yet. Well, guys, I think it's time for another assault on a capital. That's back on the vote thing, so I'm gonna make a news. Okay then. That works. It's distinctive at least. Have one nuke capable going. You're gonna sit there and keep your blockade unforced. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Well, you're dead. Not even gonna bother with it. I don't need to be. I know the outcome. I don't need to be a part of this. So I've got a mark I'm not aware of. Do not. There's no reason. Well, I could play a Pioneers and take the field myself, turn this around, but I'm really going to be needed on the battle for the capital, so sorry. I might get lucky. I might not. Here it goes. There it goes. That's a lot of guys. There's nothing really in between us either.
On the trail. Quick and painless.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Construction in progress. It will be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. Anything for the Empire.
I just need to take down the Citadel.
Ready to be impressed,
If
my
I can
lord.
just be, it's gonna be quick and messy, but if it can be done,
Thy will. Bombs ready to drop. Impossible stop. About that strong, Commander. Watch your footing, Commander. Enemy pilots keep deploying brakes now. All factory completed. Aero factory completed.
oh man, the losses are egregious. I'd rather not win at this cost. Cost of my entire army, pretty much.
support, Commander. Will be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. Construction in progress. Yes. Death hungers. What is it now?
Siege mode active.
Sure, there's an interesting case. Wall factory completed. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Not enough support, Commander.
Get the nuke ready.
Warming up the cannons.
Yeah.
Death to the false ones. Direct me. Steering to it.
Little go.
God's speed. What needs evaporating? I need a target, quickly! It will be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. Point me at something that can go boom! Cover me with death if I should fail. I need a target, quickly!
Where's the nuke? Did it knock him down? They might have shut it down. It makes me sad.
I've got big guns. Battle forge completed. Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom. Last judgment is upon you.
I should move my
Hail and kill.
siege tanks here closer.
Aero factory completed. I see dead people. Death hungers. This world lies ready, waiting for its death. Point me at something that can go boom! All is ours for the taking. Don't be pushy. You and I think alike, my lord. I'll fight to the death.
I think.
We're getting pinned here. That's wrong, Commander. Standing by, impatiently.
The Emperor will prevail.
Faster, faster! I want to go faster! What is it now? allow for some
away.
advantage.
Kind of busy at the moment. What are we doing? We're gonna keep the siege tanks online. There it is. It's gonna cover the siege tanks. And dead. It's okay. This isn't about me, it's about them.
What's the medical emergency? Yes. Get them off me now!
She's supposed to be covering these guys. Good people on this. It's okay as long as I can take it and keep it though. Suicide troopers are concerned.
Mortar turret completed.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was nasty. Okay, I know I lost more people than that, but I'll take it. Ding. Undead women allowed to vote. Loaf of bread. Yeah, no. Yay, mercenaries.
A bold move, Commander, to give undead women the vote, but an inspired one as well. To be pulled from behind the cooking fires and cast into the maelstrom of office will be daunting for them, but I have every faith they'll do all right.
How
There
dare
we
you,
have it.
Commander, to interfere with the will of the gods? Now it is women, emotional, irrational, vain, who will decide upon matters of state. We'll be a laughingstock, downtrodden by the Seven. All because of you.
Explain to me how you can be a laughingstock when every other race has this in place.
The battle is lost and won, Commander. Victory and defeat make for incestuous lovers after the undead elections. The women triumphed, swept aside their toothless tyrants, wielding the brooms they were forced to sweep the floors with. Alas, that they do so very little with what they have been given, being as slavishly devoted to the divines as their earthly enslavers before them. But who knows? Change may yet come, and if it does, you will have been its instigator.
You
I
fight
think
with
you're happy
cunning,
with me.
Commander.
I feel positively liberated, Commander. That land you just conquered probably feels the same. You know the answer to that question as well as I do, Commander.
What a glorious battle you four
The elections you so graciously allowed us to organize are over, Commander. Rivlon will have its first president, and he is in this very room right now. None other than Sir Falstaff Silverven. The republic we lizards have so long sought to create is about to become a reality. There now remains but the matter of your formal abdication. I trust you will do so, Commander.
Oh, man.
The road to redemption is paved with prayer, Commander, and you are in need of redemption indeed. So pray.
Gods protect us, Commander. We hold one election and Falstaff wins. Curious how in some districts 100% of the vote went to him. Curious how in others entire barrels of votes went missing. Is this what the future has in store for us? Duplicitous presidencies? No. I'd rather you remain Emperor, Commander. I truly do.
Commander, even though it is I who won the elections and will take your place for some 5 years when we vote anew, I think you'd be a damnable dumbbell to let slide your sovereignty. Just dismiss these elections. You have that power still.
These last few days have been a horror, Commander. Posters of Falstaff everywhere. Oh, that silly grin. Falstaff for president was the only cry you heard. And I swear there isn't a baby's cheek left in the land unkissed by that damnable dwarf. This charade would repeat itself every few years. Dear me, no. I beg you, Commander, remain our emperor.
I'm sorry, Prospera. I cannot.
After all this, after allowing the people to choose our nation's destiny, you refuse?
Yeah, now you're really mad at me, aren't you?
What a relief. Certainly I craved the power that would have come with my station, but I am no dragon. I'm not destined to be king. Give me gold, beer, and a good wife. And a presidency I'll gladly forego.
Ha! Take that, Prospera. Wave your precious republic goodbye. We'll have us a dragon and no one else. Welcome back, Commander. And don't you ever give us a scare like that again.
When the night is at its darkest, dawn must be near. Your emperorship is the sun, Commander. Bless you for dispelling the nightmare that would have been Falstaff's presidency. We have no need of a republic, but a dragon's reign.
Divine enlightenment at last. You are the gods' conduit on Earth, Commander, never forget. The heathen lizards tried to bring you down and the Seven with you. but no power can bend the will of the gods.
I'm sorry. I could not go through with it. I'm not gonna leave him in charge. I'm not. We've seen his policy, and generally it's not right. At least not what I would have done. Empires can work. They can. I've seen it occasionally. It works in fiction, which this is fiction. So I'm gonna say I made the right decision. Sorry, Prosper. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a heart attack right here. What are you doing? Okay then. I'm curious to see what would have happened if I went through with that, but I could
Shall I
not
tell
in
you
good
about
conscience.
the dreams I had, my lord, or had you... Right-o, my lord.
I couldn't. I don't know if that was really the right thing to do. Maybe it would have gotten better after, but I couldn't do it. Alright. I'm just gonna sit on that. Make sure they can't take it back somehow. You're gonna try, aren't you? Not gonna work. Since this is the only fight on the board right now.
Destruction is imminent.
Very glad I put those binoculars on him. One more hit. One more good hit. Come on. So close. Boom! Yeah, I kinda did. Yeah, the lizards really didn't like that. I have an action figure now.
Excellent, Commander. Simply excellent. I realize I may seem like a cynical old sorcerer when I receive the news of one of your siblings' deaths with such relish. But if it hastens our progress to peace, may one fall neath your blade every day.
Gods have mercy on Ophelia's soul, Commander, for I have not. Gone is her skeletal grace. Swept aside is the pure beauty of the bone. Even riddled with disease, her osseous presence was more inspiring than the meat-made one she now portrays. Accursed be thy coupling.
Yeah, I know. You hate everything I do.
I'm the last to deny the change that has befallen Lady Ophelia is nothing short of miraculous, Commander. But by every ruby in the rocks, at what a price! Perhaps I too would have gone to such lengths would it remedy waking next to a living skeleton. But still, it makes my head swim more dizzily than 3 pints of liver-lasher lager.
Liver lasher. Well, apparently something miraculous has
You fight
befallen
with
my wife.
cunning, Commander.
Stand in the path of a dragon knight.
You guys curious? You want to see? Well, you're gonna have to wait for the next one. Sorry, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.